The day was, I'm like, come on, just read the line. It's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is about to be good right here.
Yeah.
Why do you keep saying that? I don't know how to feel about that.
Nah, it's about to be good. This is about you.
Okay.
We appreciate you. All right.
We on? Welcome to another episode of Respected Opinion.
Respected Opinion.
I'm one of your co-hosts, Eric Davis.
And I'm David Rand.
We got a special guest in the building today, y'all. First of all, we just got to give her flowers.
Talk your shit, gang.
We appreciate her being here.
Yeah.
She's been in TV shows such as Survivor's Remorse, The Have and Have Nots, BET Tales, Saints and Sinners, Black Mafia Family, The Resident, Carl Weber's Family Business.
It keeps going?
Johnson on Bounce TV, Atlanta.
Okay.
He didn't even get into the films.
That's it.
Jack Squad, Cameron, Bid for Love, My Valentine Crush, How to Make Someone Fall in Love with You. I got a story to tell. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dawn Halfkenny.
Give it up. Woo! Let's go. So why did you feel so? Why you didn't want us to keep going on your flowers?
I mean, you know, to hear it, it's kind of funny sometimes because it's like, dang, I have been working for a minute.
Nah,
But,
you done did some shit.
Yeah, God is good. You know, God is good.
All the time. All the time.
So when did you start acting? Like what year, if you don't mind me asking, like how
I'm not
long
gonna tell you
been
the
in it?
year.
Okay, how long you been in it?
So I actually like to share my story of how I got started in the industry, and the truth is, I had a corporate job, and I was just over it. I was taking long lunches, going in late, and I was just like, this is just not it. I didn't see my life sitting behind the desk forever. And I was like, this is not where I want to be. I knew I wanted to do something more with my life and be creative and, you know, just step outside of the comfort zone, you say. And so I was watching TV. It was like the news. The news was having like this casting call for a soap opera show. I don't remember which one it was. It was something like, it was a soap opera show. I just remember that. And they posted like the date, the time, the location, like all the details. And I was like, I'm going to go. And then my friend was like, you've never acted before a day in your life. I was like, I don't care. I'm just going to go just to see what's going to happen. Yeah. And I remember I took my lunch and I went and I was like,
your lunch?
I was late. I told you I was late. I didn't care at that point in time.
Your lunch though?
I didn't care. But I was there and I was like, oh my gosh, like the line was crazy. It was like, it was insane. And, but I stayed and I was like, I called them. I was like, I'm gonna be a little bit late for lunch. And they were like, okay, that's cool, whatever. And so I was like, fine. But I stayed, I made it to the next round.
Okay.
And I continued to make it to the next round.
You had a little spark.
So
Okay.
I was like, okay, this is it. This is it right here. So that was like my first initial like, okay, acting is something that I would be interested in doing.
Nice.
And then how I actually really got into it was I was a stand-in on Tyler Perry's House of Pain, like back in 2000.
This is your second gig?
I was a stand-in. Yeah, I was a stand-in though. So yeah.
My second gig wasn't that. I was in school trying to figure it out. Like what the hell?
I mean,
I was doing background.
Yeah, but I mean, a stand-in like background, like it's pretty much the same.
Tyler Perry, though, like.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, that's where I really learned like set etiquette, like everything you want to know about being professional. I'm glad that's where I learned it at.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds like I'm just sitting here thinking like, yo, you went. So when you had started, I didn't catch it. Did you start off? Did you hear it from the radio? Did you see it online? Like
you mean the stand-in position?
No, the one before that. When
I was watching television.
Oh, watching television.
Yeah, I was watching TV.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and go see what happens. Let's see what happens. And
so
that was it.
I think with me, what I find so intriguing about just different guests that we have is the different journeys.
Yeah.
But the one thing that all of us have in common is there's no book to this shit.
Yeah.
You just
No,
gotta,
yeah.
you gotta
There's no
take a leap.
guidelines,
Like
yeah.
it's no book to it. So
Yeah.
her story was different from 3 guests ago, and
Yeah.
our story was different. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't believe in you first, it's not gonna happen.
No, that's
That part.
honest.
Yeah.
That's honest. Did you have anybody in your corner to like, you know, to big you up? To
No, people were like, you about to do what?
Really?
Yeah, it was just kind of like, I'm very much like spontaneous.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, my whole life is just like very spontaneous. If you like, you want to go to Africa tomorrow? I'm like, yes, I'll be
it's like,
there.
oh, yeah, I'm like that too.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. But so I was just, like I said, again, I was just watching television. And again, I just knew I didn't want to be sitting behind a desk for the rest of my life. And so I was like, okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, bro, that's so lit. Okay, so when did you know that this? Because I like to think, and I don't like to think because it is what it is. But when did you know that this thing that we say that we're doing as actors and actresses? When did you know it was like a real job, like a real thing for you to like lock in and hone yourself on your skills and everything like that? What project or what acting class that you took? What was that for you?
It's kind of hard for me to say because although I was standing in during the week, so how I started off doing standing work on Tyler Perry Studios, but then I started standing in on Let's Stay Together, which was BET. And so then I was like, okay, so I went from Tyler Perry, you know, learning the set etiquettes to, you know, moving to that. But it was really about making connections and building relationships and, you know, things like that. And so I was like, okay, so I would do that during the week, but then on the weekend I would work on like films.
Okay.
So I was constantly busy.
Okay.
And, you know, I constantly finding ways to be creative. And so that's what I would do. Like, okay, during the week I would stand in, you know, get my little check, and then on the weekend I would focus on, you know, really tapping into the craft.
And sharpening your skills.
There you go.
And see, that's the thing, like class is very, very important.
Yeah.
But to my fellow actors, if you aren't using the skill sets using the skills that you're learning about in class is pointless.
Yeah.
It's like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and even still, if you can't afford to take a class, man, you have people around you that's trying to film. You can work on set with your peers and learn from there. I'm a big advocate on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's classes
I
on
watch
YouTube
a lot of YouTube, just with this and this whole thing that I, you know, started from somewhere and got to a point where we're at now. But you know, look at your favorite actors and actresses and just see what journeys they took or hear, you know, their stories. And we're here with Dawn, and she's telling us everything that she's doing. And you know, like there's a way. When there's a will, there's a way. So, yeah, that's crazy. So, was there anybody? So when I first got on set, my first set ever, to know set etiquette and everything like on a big production, I was an extra. A guy told me, I'm such a sponge, and I love to like talk to people and try to get as much information out as I can. So when I was there, I said, hey, look, it was a cameraman, it was an actual actor. The cameraman was just, I was like, yeah, how's this life? Like, what are you, you know, the day to day and everything like that? Cause I'm looking into it. You know what he told me? What? He said, man, don't do this shit. He said, man, look, don't do this shit. And it hurt me. Like, I'm like, it was my first. Yeah, go ahead. I'm so serious.
It's not for everybody.
But you know what? He's not lying,
Bro, I'm so serious.
When you talk to crew and shit, some of them hate it. Like, some of them be hating that shit. Like, but I'm like, yo, you could be behind a desk working. Like,
I hated that. So I mean, it depends on the person. To be honest with you,
he literally, like, he didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't try to. I told him I was new. He looked at me on that little, I forget what it's like, a dolly or whatever, or like a crane. He was like, man, don't do this shit, man. And I'm like, yo, why would you tell somebody that? Why would you tell a person that's trying to figure out his way that, you know? And
he was probably really good at his job too.
Yeah,
but he just hates.
You know what I'm saying?
Some of the crew be like that though. They be like,
You ever think about sometimes it's long hours. You probably caught him right when he was fussing with someone, you're beefing with somebody. You never know. You may have caught him at the wrong time, but he probably didn't really mean it. I mean,
I took that. Man, no, he meant that shit. And I from this day, that happened like what, 10 years ago, maybe. Like, I'm trying to think. It was like 2015, 2016, maybe. So yeah, and then the lead actor, you know, some people just be so Hollywood and like, you know what I'm saying? So like, but he didn't give me no bad information as far as like advice. He just basically said like, I mean, just the regular, you know, like keep going, you know, stay focused, and you know, if you want it more, then you know, you gonna get it. That basically, but I mean, it was advice, but it was just like, here, just take this and leave me the hell alone. That's how I took it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That experience, like the only person that was really like open was the director, which is crazy. He was looking behind the camera or whatever, the TV, and I was asking him after he was doing his job or whatever in cut, when they was changing scenes or the actors was getting ready, and I was just like, can I watch? He was like, yeah. And I got from the PA, was like, yeah, the director would like for you to come back and do something. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to because I had to work, but that shit was crazy. But my question for me saying all of that, I wanted to know, is there any initial advice that anybody has given you that was intriguing or like that stood you?
Like you said, it's just the main stuff, like, you know, just keep going. And now I get a lot of, and I believe it's because a lot of people do remember me from being a stand-in from way back in the day. But I remember like when I was a stand-in on Let's Sit Together, Ron Rico Lee, Kyla Pratt, and Christian Keys, those three.
Kyla Pratt?
Those three were the same individuals that they are now, like today. And they always spoke nothing but, you know, positive, you know, words. And I was just like looking up to them. I still look up to them now. And it's so funny. I ran into Ron Rico a few months ago. We were both at a studio to tape an audition.
Nice.
And he walked in the door. He was like, yo, I'm so proud of you. I was like, I'm real sensitive. I was like, don't do it. And he was like, no, I just got to tell you this. He was like, I'm so proud of you. And then again, he was like, you know, just keep going. I was just bawling. Because someone like him, like, you know, who's been in the industry for so many years, and for him to know that, again, I was a stand-in from way back in the day, and for him to see and, you know, kind of witness my journey, he was just giving me my flowers, and I received it. So
that's dope.
That's dope. And I mean, it's good to have humble beginnings and to form connections, because when I first moved to Atlanta, the first person that gave me a job was this woman right here. You know, so she hit me up. She was like, "You in Atlanta?" I'm like, "Yeah."
The first time?
The first gig, the first gig I had was a James.
Go ahead, Dawn.
A James Fortune video.
Yeah, well, let's tell the whole story, because I don't want people to be like, oh, she just be sliding people DMs, giving people jobs. It's not like that.
No, hell no. It wasn't that.
I know that we had.
I was following her for a minute, and then I forgot how the conversation got started, but she was just like, "Yo, like, are you busy tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Nah, what's going on?" And she was like, "Well, they actually need an actor a male lead for a music video." And I'm like, "Who's the artist?" "James Fortune." I'm like, "Oh, all right, bet." So the next day I went. No, originally I wasn't even supposed to be the lead originally when I first got there. Nah, the lead didn't show up. I don't know who it was, but I appreciate you, brothers. He didn't show up, and then they slid me right in. Then I ended up being the lead for Never Let Me Down. You know,
Look at that.
Fortune. So connections do matter.
But what I'm missing is like, how did you connect with Dawn? Was it just like an Instagram thing, or?
I probably DM'd her. Or,
I don't really remember. I think he might have probably asked me something about the industry. I don't remember exactly what it was. But
I'm saying like, okay.
Because I'm constantly just trying to like.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Brains, bro. Like.
And you know what I don't mind? I don't mind, you know, if you genuinely ask me a question about like, hey, like, how did you get started? I'm gonna genuinely give you my answer, you know, try to give advice or, you know, whatever I can. But I don't, it's the people who DM me and be like, hey, I want to act, I want to model.
Yeah, bro.
It's like, okay, are you doing your research? Are you making connections? Like you see me on television or movies, and you just expect for me to be like, oh, come on, you want to come be on my? It doesn't work like that. You definitely gotta army crawl. You gotta army crawl before you walk.
Let's really reiterate that, guys. People, like this isn't something that people can just hand, even if they wanted to. It's not for them to hand out to you guys, because it's higher ups and other people that have a decision in what's going on. And I believe last episode we was talking about it's not always about your skills, about how you look. So like if somebody was in the position to, hey, like come on set, that doesn't mean that you're gonna be doing whatever they're doing. They might just have you as extra or whatever, but you have to put in your work, your drive or whatever to get to that point. It's not just a handout thing. I mean, granted, there are people that like just get slid up in there, but that's what 10% of the time.
I did extra work for P-Valley for like a year and a half, bro. So I was literally doing extra work, and that's when I was just building connections. You know, and then I'll talk to Fonz, and then I'll go to Miss Loretta Devon, talk to her, like, and I would just be a sponge and soak up the knowledge. And I didn't come in like, oh, I'm a star, I'm about to. Hell nah. You gotta put in that 10,000 hours. You gotta go to class. You gotta, create your own content. You gotta make sure your headshots are good. You gotta make sure you connect with the right people to get an agent. You gotta really, really put in the 10,000 hours when it comes to this shit. You know, there's no shortcuts. You ain't gonna come in here and be like, you know what? I'm the next Denzel.
They're gonna look
with
at you
no
like,
training, no nothing. I'm the next Denzel.
Bro, they're gonna cut you down like a tree. They're gonna get your ass.
One of my acting teachers, Bruce Blackshear, I'm not sure if you know him, but
I'm familiar with
Bruce. It was one day I was bullshitting in class. Like it was like I just was checked out this day, right?
Was it the day that I came? Was it that or is some?
Nah, it's another day.
Okay,
I remember you. It was another day. So we're in class or whatever, and like I said, I had some personal shit going on. Checked out. I was supposed to have been prepared to, do a monologue, and I was fumbling like shit. I was fun. I didn't. This was my first lesson on preparation and staying ready, so you won't have to get ready. Right. And Bruce so real, like it was 30 people, it was 30, 20, 29 other students in there. He said, man, sit your ass down. Sit down. So I sat down.
I know that's it.
He was like, what you doing? Like, while you playing, somebody really
opportunity.
And he was like, you gotta stay ready. And then that was my lesson. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put in my 10,000 hours. Like, I ain't taking no fucking shortcuts. If I got a script, I'm breaking that bitch all the way down, doing script analysis. Go ahead.
I was about to say, was that the moment where you didn't want to do anything like in your life? You were so devoted to the craft. Was that at that point? Did that start? Because I got a question to ask her.
Yeah, I would say. But we talked about that last episode where I was so devoted to the craft, I forgot how to live.
But was that
started then?
Okay.
Because I didn't want to. You want to be great at this.
Yeah.
You want to be great at it.
Yeah.
But also you don't want to. It's an opportunity. You don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah. So how do you orchestrate your life? Have you ever had that problem?
Balance. I know how to balance things.
Okay.
I've learned that at a very early.
Okay, so
I balance my life real easy. I know, when to set, and just to kind of tap in on, what you had mentioned, how you had something personal going on, and then you went to class. So for me, recently, my dog passed.
My condolences to the dog.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
I was walking my dog. I had him on a leash, and someone came and just hit him.
No.
And I had to go to set that day. So I had to pick my dog up, carry him. Yeah, I had to do all that. So imagine experiencing something so traumatic.
Right, literally.
Have to go to set within 20 minutes and then act like that never even happened.
Was it a light scene?
No, I was there all day. It was the very last day. No. But it was the very last day on set, so you got to think about, what am I going to do? Call production, say, hey, my dog died, I can't come. It was like, this is the last day on set. We don't care what you got going on. You got to make sure you handle your business here on set. And then on top of that, it's money, it's time. It's other people's, life. We get that you got things going on, but you got to learn how to just kind of let it roll off your shoulder and then focus on
what's needed to be focused on.
I definitely learned that now. It's like, and first of all, with the dog, I wasn't joking because my dogs is my family. So
right,
it's like,
dogs are people. Dog owners, people who are not dog owners don't.
They don't understand. Yeah. No,
Do you own a dog?
I got a lizard, so.
Okay.
I mean,
man, fuck y'all. Nah, but I mean, I got family growing up where I didn't have a dog, but their dogs did pass away, and I was the one that was all over my family house all the time. Like I was never at home. I got a lizard. His name Major, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
But yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean go ahead.
No, that was it. I just was
it?
talking about
Okay.
you gotta just learn how to, balance. Oh, we talk about balance. I learned early on, like I said, just keeping things personal, and then of course career, and then family. Like you just really have to learn how to balance it out, because if not, I feel like you'll get lost.
Yeah, for sure.
I like I said, I just started learning how to live like the last 2 years. Like even he'll tell you like, he'll be like, yo, let's do this, and I'll be so like locked in. But then I noticed that my brain was becoming drained.
Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. My shit was becoming drained. Like I was like, all right, I gotta figure it out. My mom was like, boy, you better live. Like, and I was
it needed for madre to tell him to go ahead and live. I've been telling this motherfucker since, bruh.
Since
shit.
2000,
like, nigga.
The first scene was when 2015 when we met on set.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't see it then. I saw it when I got here.
Yeah, until I came here.
Yeah.
I came here. That's when it was like.
Telling this nigga every day we got on the phone, bro. He was like, bro, yada, man. I just don't know. Blase. I'm like, bro, just like fucking go out and drink or do something. Go, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
I learned now though. Now.
Yeah.
Now.
We did cover that last episode, so we're not gonna. But okay. So what is Dawn's? What is your like? How do you prep for an actor? Or excuse me. How do you prep for a character?
So I'm very observant.
Okay.
So anytime I come in contact with a person or an individual, I'm very much like learning what their personality is. Yeah. I'm very much learning what their personality is. So like if I sit and talk to them within like 10, 20 minutes, I'm like, got it. So I keep that in my mind. So then when I'm reading for a script, I'm like, I remember when I came across and this is how she was acting, her mannerism or however she was talking, and I tap that into the character, and that's how I
That's how you do it?
Yeah, I do that. And of course, like you mentioned, the script breakdown, lock into like the beats and
beats are important.
Everything.
Oh, can we talk about that?
Go ahead. We can talk about
like how important it is to take a break or to take your beats and to really understand when you need to say something, when you don't need to say something, when you need to breathe. Like, can we talk? Like, how is that for you? Like, do you? I know you just said that you go through your script and you look at the beats, though. But like, does that automatically pop out to you, or is it something that you need to read constantly?
Oh, I read it. So if I get assigned a script or whatever situation, I read it like I just kind of scan through it once. I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on.
What's going on first, right?
And then the second time, I'm like, okay, let me really tap into it. Then sometimes, or most of the time, I really need someone else to be like, okay, like if I have an audition, then of course the reader. Sometimes you'll hear something when they say it. I'm like,
it'll trigger something to help you remember that it's true.
Like I was on set a few weeks ago, and I mentally just already had this character down. I'm like, oh, I'm about to kill this, and then it wasn't until right before the director said action, I was like, let me say it this way, and it worked better, and it sounded better even when I delivered it. And so sometimes you just have to go through it a few times to
see how.
To find those little unique times and beats, to make things to sound better.
Just go better.
I'm like that too. I gotta hear it.
Yeah.
Like, because as an individual, you can look over the script 30 times and know what the scene is about, but sometimes you gotta hear it.
Yeah.
And
get yourself outside.
It's like I gotta. Once I hear it, it's like, okay, I know the lines and. This is how I feel about it. I'm about to make this choice with it.
Yeah. It's like getting familiar with the scene or a script, and then really tapping into like, okay.
Nice.
Are you a method actress? I keep saying actor.
I say actor sometimes. You can say actress.
I like to be politically correct, and that messes up a lot of shit in my life. So, but are you a method actor?
I consider myself, whatever it's called for. That's what I do.
Okay.
I respect that because I'm the same way.
Yeah, it's like whatever it's called for. So
I'm the same way. So many like up and coming actors be like, hey, I read The Power of the Actor. Yeah. And this is this. And I'm like, that's cool. I mean, I read it too.
Yeah.
But bro, I can't. I do what I feel.
What you feel, yeah. So like, okay, all three of us is like organic type of artists. And I love that too. I feel like we're the most adaptable to any type of character. I feel like we can see it in a way like maybe it's for you, maybe it's not though. Like like you look at a character like well, they're saying it this way. Well, let me look at it this way as who I am right now. And if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Okay, so you go into any type of script and you just automatically like you break it down and seeing what you need to say within it, your beats and everything like that, and then you just play. Or like, do you have like I know sometimes when we first beginning actors and actresses, like we say the line so much that we have like it's what can I say? It's like it's set in stone. Like we beginning actors are afraid to play. Are you afraid to play? No.
I'm always prepared to, because a lot of times not a lot of times, but sometimes what may happen when you're on set, you may deliver a line and the director will be like, okay, now try this way. And you have to be mentally prepared to try it a different way or say it a different way.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they may throw you a line. And then guess what?
That throws me off though.
What?
They throw you a line.
I was like, wait a minute, wait, what? Say it again. I was like, let me write this down and you want me to, okay. Sometimes it's like that though. When you're on set, you just have to be prepared.
Be prepared, yeah. That's kind of like cold reads though. It's like, say this. It's like, damn, like, all right, well, what the fuck? Okay, so you says, okay, hold on, give me a second. And he go into it, but yeah, okay.
It's like, but the easiest way to put it is like, as long as you have the flow and you know what's going on in the scene, then that's what calms me the most. So it's like, okay, I know what's going on. I know what's happening in the scene, so it flows better.
Okay. If you can, off the top of your head, who is one of your favorite co-stars or your favorite scene partner, should I say?
Gosh,
that was a good one.
That was a great question.
That's a great question.
That's a great question.
Wow. I'm not just trying to say this, but I work with so many different people.
Ooh, put her on blast, Dave.
I know, no, this is honestly speaking because now I've heard it multiple times when people say that I'm their favorite person to work with, and I think
I can see that though.
I think it's also because my personality is just like I'm real cool. I don't I'm not too over the top, but I am focused when I'm on set. That's one thing about me. When I'm on set, it's like because I just feel like time is money. I don't come to play. I know you was talking like you wasn't ready in class, but I don't come to play. It's like, okay, let's get this job done. Time is money. Let's make sure everybody knows lines, and and then afterwards, when they say rap, now we can get to it. That's business comes first. It's professional.
Always,
you gotta go be professional. But dang. That is a good question because I've worked with a lot of different people from vets to beginners, and I've learned something from every single person.
Okay.
And there's never been one situation to where I felt like this was a great opportunity because someone who I put on a pedestal, I'm just like, what? Yeah. I'm killing you in this scene right now. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm not gonna say that. We're talking about that. But it's kind of like that's what it is, and then it's like, okay, I was like, I respect you, but at the same, it's like, okay, but then it's been also people who I've seen, and I'm like, yo, this person just really just killed and nailed everything in the scene. So it just,
it just depends on like. It
just depends.
Okay, well, I like that. I still want to answer though, because you kind of like.
That was my answer.
Wait, but I'm gonna make it a little bit more broader. What show or movie was your favorite encounter with your co-stars that you felt like you can be the most vulnerable and authentically you?
I like it when I'm in a scene with someone and they make me level up.
Okay.
Because you sometimes you go into a scene and you thinking, like you say, you thinking that you have it now, you thinking you have it down and you got it memorized and everything like that. But when your scene partner, and it really, that also really matters too, because you want the best for your scene partner. You really want to see your partner win. Well, I really want to see my partners win in a scene. So when I see that you're putting on your best performance, it's gonna make me step my game up and be like, oh, let's make sure we really give our best, so that when the audience see that, they be like, yo, we really like the movie, but y'all killed this scene. That's what,
Okay, all right, I'll take that.
That's just like with the self tapes though. Like the projects I book, the readers were excellent because they put me on another level. It's like we were pushing each other, but the readers were so excellent.
Don't you hate it when you can't get your main reader and you have to just ask somebody and
they
they don't know how to read? Well, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna book this one. What am I gonna do?
I done read with my mom. I done read with my brother. I done read with my sister. Like.
It's so, like, the best readers are actors. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Or somebody that knows the industry. When you get somebody like your cousin or your like brother or something.
I'll be like, I know I have a bitch.
Right. My mother, she used to be, I can read with you, I can read. I'm like, Mom, and she'd be like, the day was, I'm like, come on, just read the lines. Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny.
It'd be crazy because I had an audition for Power, right? Power Force was my first audition ever.
Really?
Okay. I had just signed with Guild Talent. Boom. So, was it getting in April? Well, one of my agents sent it right over. Boom. I'm like, shit. Ma, you see this? Ma, you see this? All right.
Dang, your mom.
And so I'm like, look,
time?
my mom was my first reader, bro. And you know, Power is cursing and stuff like that. And
she don't curse?
She do, but
it's moms. Yeah, my
they
mom
talking
the same
about
way.
drugs and shit. So
my mom the same.
My mom was like, she was trying to sound like a dude and all that. It just wasn't hitting right. And I knew I didn't book it, but it was like, I appreciate you, Mom, all the time. But I knew I wasn't. No way in hell I was gonna book that shit. You know, so
yeah, it'd be like that, man. I mean, it's experience. You know, you got to do your first audition with your mom. You know, I look at things glass half full. People hate me for it. You know what I'm saying? But you know not to do it with anybody else that's not in the industry.
I like to go to the same reader now. Like, you know, Leslie and Dom, they got a self-tape company called Greater Cinema. I go to them every time. It's like, I don't know what they do, but I just get into a whole different mode where we have that chemistry and it just works, bro.
They charge, like, how much do they charge for like a 30-minute session or
I mean,
hour
I ain't about to say that on camera, but
okay, all right.
Just on the website.
Yeah.
I was trying to, that was my way of trying to big you guys in. Maybe that was wrong. You know.
But yeah. No. It's a great self-tape service, bro. Where they like.
Okay, so let's get back on this, like killing the scene and like having your scene partner like outshine you. Do you know how to play that opposite, that polar character for your scene partner? Like, okay, if your scene partner is meant to shine in this, do you know how to play the back and?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Absolutely,
good.
I absolutely. Like, I know I'm never going to try to outshine the lead. If I'm
Upstage
not a
actor,
lead,
yeah.
I'm not going to try to outshine
Fact.
the person just because I want to be seen. Like, no,
okay.
It's going to, like, my performance is going to do what it's supposed to do, and then that's how you also get more jobs.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Like, you play your position, you keep it moving. Thank you for the opportunity, and that's it.
I compared to basketball because like everybody cannot be the leading scorer.
Yeah. Facts.
We all have to have roles in order to win a championship. When we rap, that's the championship. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like to play different roles too, bro.
We was having a conversation before about that, and like knowing when to give that other person the shine in your auditions because it allows them to play but also feel comfortable and to get that call back. I forgot what we was talking about, bro, but it was something that within like an audition, just basically letting the other person, you know, saying certain things to let that person shine. And you know, or maybe it was an Instagram thing that you had sent me, but it makes sure that you're booked and busy. Cause like if you play a role right, then you know people understand like, okay, well you're on this for a guest star. you know, but another project, because you came on this as a guest star and you didn't outshine the leading actor or leading actress, like, we're gonna call you back again because you know your role. You know your role. So yeah, and I think that's big on like booking something. Like if anybody out there, like if you get something and you're a guest star or whatever, don't try to go on the set and try to be the fucking lead. That's not your.
I feel like guest stars know. Like I feel like maybe more co-stars would.
Co-stars too.
Yeah, but I feel like guest stars, they know. Like okay.
I've seen some co-stars that's like, oh, I'm in here and I'm about to.
See.
I've seen some co-stars like that.
Well, I mean, whoever, just know your role, man. You in the, you're the sixth man off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You still got something to do with winning the championship.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you have a role. If you not number 1 or 2 on that call sheet, you gotta understand your role, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, you just blessed to have the opportunity to be there.
That's it.
Because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's rare to get an opportunity. We was at Actors Link Up one year, and what's my man's name? I forgot bro name, but he said he did like 1,000 auditions before booking. What's bro name?
My goodness, man. He was on
He was on BMF as
he was
series
on
regular.
BMF.
He's on what's that family show on Netflix?
Bro, I know exactly
with
who you're
Tia
talking
Mowry.
about.
He's up there though. But he was just like, bro, he told me, he said, I did 1,000 auditions.
That inspired me and him. It was like,
yeah,
cause thinking that this shit just happens after a year. You know, but it's a numbers
Not at
game,
all.
so
Yeah.
No,
you gotta
because if so,
Not
I
at all.
would have been.
A year, you still work. You still got to figure it out.
But sometimes, matter of fact, this brings me, before you ask your question,
Okay.
let me ask Dawn this question. So my thing is, social media is very big, of course, in today's society. What do you think about casting directors choosing like influencers over people who
that's a good one.
over actors who have studied and really do this? What's your opinion on that? Are you more for the influencers with the followers, or are you more with, hey, this person is very talented, but they also have studied and they killed the audition? What's your outtake on that?
I mean, truthfully speaking, it's a money game. Like we're in different times now. So I understand, although, I mean, does it affect me? I feel like what's for you is for you regardless.
Facts. That is true.
But at the same time, do I understand why some casting directors or productions want to cast influencers over actors? Because, I mean, they have a following. If you have someone who has 2 million followers and I have 35,000, I'm gonna tell you, please go book that person that has 2 million followers, because guess what? All their viewers, once they post about it, all their viewers are gonna watch it, and that's gonna be more money. So I mean, I get it.
So what's your advice on how to get your following up like that?
I can't answer that question, to be honest with you, because all I do, I post what I work when I work, and then that's really it. I barely post about my family. I post my personal stuff in my stories, and then that's really it. I mean, if you follow me, you follow me. But if you don't, I'm not losing no sleep.
Yeah. That's
my
what we were
bills are
just
still
talking
paid.
about.
I got 3,600. I really don't give a damn.
You know what I'm saying? But,
I had a casting director tell me that though.
Yeah.
He was just like, I think I was on a set of like almost Christmas with like DC on Fly, Danny Glover, Monique, and he was like, at this time DC Young Fly had he still got a whole bunch of followers, but he was like, he's talented and he got that following. That's why he's booked. You know?
But I also still feel like that when someone realizes you're talented as well, like sometimes the following doesn't really matter. They're like, okay, we know she's gonna come to set and she's gonna be professional, she's gonna kill it. So this is why we want to book her for it.
Well, I mean, and that stuff comes. I think it's literally like you can't really control a lot of it, because sometimes it has to do with algorithm, and I don't want to get into all that bullshit. But like if you have the talent and the skill, that stuff is gonna come. People are gonna gravitate regardless. You know, so I mean, but yeah, like but I have an opinion about it because it's like, yeah, well, let me just choose this person, and they don't have the skill and the talent, but their followers are gonna see it. But then, if you think about it, their followers gonna come and see and not like it, and then now you back to square one.
What do you mean not like it? Not like the performance, or not like the project, or what?
The performance, maybe. Mm-hmm. I mean, if it's not good.
Well, one thing I can't say is that not all influencers or content creators has the same type of
Facts.
They don't have the same type of
drive or
not drive, because I do see a lot of them like really you can tell those who really want to act and those who just kind of want to be seen.
Facts.
Those who really take the acting industry seriously versus those who just like,
it's a gig, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it's a gig, whatever. Sure. So you can tell the difference between those.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm not hating on y'all that I'm a content creator.
I like a lot of
content. Nobody's hating on that. People get their money, how they get their money.
But y'all need to get y'all shit together with skill. Nah,
he said that, not me.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
I like it all, man. Yeah. You know, I love what everyone is doing. Like,
facts.
If there's a way, like even with the Country Wayne skits, like I love
that. See that?
He's on the Country Wayne skits.
So
like I love all that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a lot of fun.
My man Raph is up there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, Big Raph.
Raphael.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he got a goatee.
Well, he got a beard.
Yeah, it's kind of like a beard.
He got a beard. But Raph is on BMF. And he's on a whole bunch of stuff, but Raph, like I be learning a lot of stuff from Raph too, so it's dope.
Yeah, skits are fun. You know that Wayne has like that world locked.
Yeah,
like
he's a genius.
Locked. He is. He is a genius.
Nah, for real.
like genius. Netflix special, funny as shit. No cursing, but it's the funniest special on Netflix.
Yeah,
I be looking at his interviews, bro, and it's like. He's like you could tell he was like that before, and just like now it just blossomed for him. Like, bro, he is there. I fuck with him, bro. If we can, man, Wayne, come on, bro.
Funny,
come on.
But he gives you the formula.
Yeah.
He was just like, yo, I was hustling, stopped hustling. Was like, yo, I'm funny, so I'm gonna record.
He tells a story often. He tells how he kind of got started, and then he definitely is a rider for God and everything like that.
Of course.
So he keeps on going. And one thing that I really look up to Wayne about is like he doesn't sugarcoat anything. Like he's very on point. He's very on point with everything.
I've been trying to think. I've been trying to
work ethic is crazy. His work ethic.
I've been trying to think this whole time. Where have I seen you from? And I believe it was probably from there, or either. Have you ever been to Greenlit?
When it first opened.
Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, when it first opened. So maybe it was from the skits. Yeah.
Yeah.
My personality on the skits is like I'm a baby mom, and I'm really over the top, and I'm just doing the most, and it's just.
There.
She's everywhere, Dave.
Yeah, I know, but specifically, I'm trying to. Yeah, it's gonna blow my mind. Funny. I just be trying to figure out like where is it exactly, but it eventually come up to.
Hold on, let me ask you.
Okay, go ahead.
How is it being on Family Business? Let's talk about that.
I love being on Family Business.
Like if you haven't watched Family Business, like you up there with some heavy hitters. You up there with Darren DeWitt, like it's some
Ernie. Let's talk about Ernie Hudson though. Like that,
the
he's
legend.
A
That's what I'm saying. Like
Ernie Hudson, Valerie Pettifer, like everybody. It's just like being on set with those who I grew up watching. This is like, especially when I had one-on-one scenes with Ernie, I was just like, oh my gosh, and he's so chill, he's so cool, just being able just to come.
It's amazing, man. Like, I was in the kitchen, and it was like, I look back, and it was like, we got this, this new drug called Heat, and your first scene, I was like, yo, Dawn is on Family Business.
Yep, Family Business. I love being over there. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
So how is like the set and everything? Is it like a family over there?
So the Family Business, like the entire set is very much like, behind the cameras, they're very much like a family. Like, they stick together, and that's love. Sometimes you go to these sets and it's different people, different personalities, first time working with different people or whatever, but they've been working together for years, and you can tell it's very organized, it's very Yeah, it's like a family.
Family, yeah. Translate on the camera as well too.
Try Destin. Try Destin. I call them my West Coast family.
Your West Coast family? Where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
You from Texas? What part?
Texas. I'm a Texas girl.
We didn't even ask that in the beginning.
Right, I know.
Right. We just went straight to it.
I'm
so excited you here. I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, you asked, of course. Yeah, I'm
part
from
of Texas
Texas.
you from?
Central Texas. So like 45
Texas,
minutes
okay.
away from Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been to Houston one time, but it was just in and out.
Houston's like Atlanta.
Yeah.
Houston.
I heard that.
Houston's like
Houston
Atlanta.
like that.
Yeah.
Houston is like that.
So what made you come here? Was it acting?
Acting.
Oh.
Yep. Acting.
Right. Everybody same.
Acting.
You know.
I knew I wanted something different, so I was like, let me try acting. Actually, it was school. I was gonna go to Spelman, but I got here and I didn't attend Spelman.
Yeah.
I think your career path has been so blessed because you were
For
just
real.
like, she stayed working.
Yeah.
Like she
Oh.
was just like, okay, I
Right.
don't want to be behind this desk. I'm gonna take this leap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do stand in, and I'm gonna boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. And now look where she is.
Amber Rain is like that
it's
too.
like-
When I seen it, I was like, damn, bro, you just
like-
consistent.
just consistent, like consistency where it's like, okay, I'm booked this week. I'm on this set for 3 weeks. All right, boom, 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 boom. All right, we're doing this feature.
I think it's also, people enjoy working with people who have a good personality. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go to set. I'm not a diva or anything like that. Like I said, I'm very focused, and then I know my lines.
Dope.
And once they say rap, then I play all day.
Yeah.
I play all day. It's like it's fun times, and then let's celebrate. But then other than that, I go, I focus, and then I kill it.
This doesn't matter, but I'm just curious because you say you were spontaneous. Are you a Sagittarius?
No, I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. Okay.
My birthday's coming up. What you getting me?
No.
just teasing.
That's it. It's gonna stop
I'm just
there.
teasing you. Stop right there. Okay.
We're gonna start right there. We're gonna start right there.
Party here. We had the party.
But I did want to ask maybe like 2 other questions that I know I want to do for my women out there. But what challenges do women face in the entertainment industry now that you see, or if there's any?
Wow, that was a really good question.
That boy did his research,
I
didn't he?
know. It's so much
not really
that,
research,
Well, first I just want to say congratulations to all the women who's out there doing really big things, because now you see more women who are directing, more women who are writing, but we still have to fight to get the same type of money or to get some portion of the money that men will receive. Like it's not really still fair, and I mean that's talked about with many interviews. Just researching online. But so I mean that's probably one of the things that I'm sure that's one of the things that women have to
Overcome.
go through in this
Like
industry.
Okay, so the money. So is there any type of, because obviously we're not women, but like is there anything like happening on set that's kind of like something that we men as actors or directors or whatever need to take in consideration of that? I'm saying that because eventually I want to film movies and short films or whatever the case may be, but I want to be I think I'm saying this right, cautious or I just want to have an idea of what to look out for whenever that happens.
So do you mean like I mean when I'm on set, I'm very, so anytime I go to set, hair already done. And it's because my hair is natural. As you can see, it's fluffing up right now.
No, that's fine.
But my hair,
it's good.
yeah, so mine.
Don't do that.
I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad. But but being on set, women are very it's our appearance. Sometimes women, they want to make sure their appearance is to the T, because no one wants to see themselves on TV or camera or whatever, and then say, dang, like, why didn't you give me a heads up that my wig was sliding back or whatever situation is? So you have to be mindful of certain things like that.
That's important though, because as guys, and we can go with the whole like getting ready to go on a date, how y'all take an hour just to get ready, but like as guys, we just get up and do, and I don't think we have that in our mind. Like, okay, well, let's look at it as a beauty standpoint. Not just because like, oh yeah, you want to be this, that, and the third, but we need to make sure that you feel good within yourself. And I know that leads for you all.
And sometimes, from what I've heard, there's been some people who, if they didn't feel themselves, they won't perform well.
That's
camera.
wild, really.
And that's me. I don't care. I'll go to set like this. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Dang, I've never heard that.
I've never heard that either.
I do not care. Like, I don't.
Are you kidding me?
But you would think with the opportunity, you would just be ready.
Just be ready, yeah. Like, I mean, they have.
I'm about my performance. I'm more about my performance than worry about. I don't care about it. Like,
I think that's what it is for me too, because it's like we're not like, if you don't have a scene where you're the eye candy or whatever the case may be, whatever. Like, I understand you want to look presentable, but it's not about trying to be the baddest whatever if that's not your character. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, like,
I think it also comes with confidence. Like, I'm very confident with myself, and it's just a lot of people in this industry are not, and that says a lot about and it also shows on camera. It shows with personalities and things of that nature. But I'm not one of those people.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. So another question before we start to wrap things up. What are some roles that you think that you would shine in?
Oh, so recently this year, I can talk about this.
Cool.
No. So yeah, there's a couple of things that I can't talk about, but and this year has been my busiest year of my life, and yes. Yes, come on, 2025. Yes, I'm excited. Yeah, but I booked this role, so shouts out to Smoot. He hit me up and he was like, hey, I have this role for you. Actually, when we did at first, I got a story to tell. It was in 2021, and we were still kind of making sure that, COVID was still kind of lingering and whatnot. We were still testing and whatnot. And so the first couple of days I filmed, and then the next day I had like a day off, but I didn't go anywhere. I had a day off, and then I went back, and then I had to test. I had to test again, and so I tested negative. So when I went to set the next day, I had a dry cough. So I was like, and it was like, are you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I just tested yesterday. I'm negative. And I was like, okay. But my scene that I had to film was, I was playing someone who was unalive. So I was like, okay, great. I just got to figure this out. Like, I can't hold my breath because I still got a cough or whatever. And Smoot was like, hey, he was like, I think you should take a test. I think you should take a COVID test. And I was like, give me the test. I know I ain't got nothing. I had COVID. So I know, I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I don't even know how, because again, I had tested negative just the day before, and it was insane. And so I didn't get a chance to finish out my my shoot. But again, I was just playing dead anyway. But still, I feel like he wanted to see me in a different type of performance, and giving me another opportunity. So he hit me up. He was like, "Hey," he was like, "I have the script I want you to read," and I was like, "Yes." I was like, "People are going to think I'm crazy," and I was like, "This is exactly what I love." So I cannot wait for it to air. Yeah, I'll post everything on social media.
It's already done being filmed, right?
It's done. But when it's actually going to air, I'm not sure of that. So
okay.
Just stay tuned. Yeah.
All right. So, okay, Dawn.
Okay.
I know this. I wanted to do it. So we have this like game thing that we're trying to like figure out.
Your seat? Like, here we go. No, because here we go.
What?
It's a reason why they have me in this hot seat.
What?
Go ahead, say what you was gonna say, bro.
It was the game, but thing.
Okay.
Go ahead. I wanted to know. Okay, so we wanted to know. We're trying to incorporate something like kind of different with our podcast, and just basically have like something that's engaging. So I got 2 questions, and it's basically choose whichever one and just give you a reason of like why you chose that. So
it's not like a smash pass.
No.
Okay.
This is a.
I was about to say I would get up and leave right now.
Okay. Well, respectful for the guest that's asking for respectfulness. We're gonna give you that, because when somebody else come up, if they want to have those questions, we can have those questions. Okay, so if you could act in either one,
okay,
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Martin, which one would you do?
I'm gonna go with Martin.
Martin?
I'm gonna go with Martin. I love them both. But I'm gonna go with Martin. I will sit and watch like Martin episodes like today, and I'm like, gosh, like I feel like he's just like a genius. Like, do y'all agree or do y'all disagree?
No, I always notice some shit in the background now.
It's always something. Yes, it's always something going on.
that.
Like, what's your favorite episode?
So last night I was watching the episode when Snoop Dogg was at Martin and Gina's engagement party, right?
Yes.
So I was watching the episode, and it was one part in the episode where the music is playing and Jerome is dancing. And he's dancing. Nobody say anything but Jerome is dancing. And I was in tears last night.
It's like the little things like that you would sit and find, and it's just so hilarious. It was a few episodes that I watched. Like something happened. Martin did something, and Pam was laughing. She ran off the set.
Oh, she ran off the set?
She ran off the set and came back, but you can't really tell because of the camera. I was like, she ran off set.
Yeah.
And it's so hilarious, but it was something that had to do with Cole. But I was like, stuff like that, that's what I'm like.
Bro, Cole.
It's almost like they're not even working, like they're having fun. You know, they're doing exactly what they wanted to do. So I'm like, I would have loved to have been on Martin.
That's like, Cole is hilarious, bro. Like,
bro, Cole is
the
hilarious,
episode
bro.
where Martin and Gina was trying to prove that their relationship wasn't based off sex.
Yeah.
And they was like, Cole, what's the difference between love and sex? He said, oh, that's easy. Sex has 3 letters and love has 4. I died laughing, bro.
It's so much.
And I think that the reason why that show is so beautiful is that they fed off of each other.
Oh my
Yes.
It was so much
Yes.
chemistry.
It was
like,
chemistry.
man.
Their ad-libs was insane.
Yeah,
You
no,
can tell when
for
they were
real.
ad-libs.
When they
They would
came-
break characters sometimes. So, yeah.
Okay, so you said Martin out of that. Specifically, Bad Boys 2 or Rush Hour 2?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Gosh.
Which one would like?
Gosh, that was so long
to be
ago. That's hard because I don't really remember. Sheesh, it's been a while since they. Oh my God, I have to say Rush
So,
Hour.
okay,
I have to
so
say Rush Hour.
Bad Boys 2 was the one where Reggie came over to take. Yeah, that was that one. Yeah. That was that.
The one when Gabrielle Union was in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
But then Rush Hour.
Rush Hour
that's
2
hard.
was when Chris Tucker was
They
standing
went
up
to-
on the crap table.
Yeah.
He had on like he had on this
Yeah.
Oh,
it was like a
that's-
suit, but it was like made out of snakeskin or something.
Yeah,
But it was fire. Yeah.
Gosh. You know what? How about this? I would go to set for one, and then on the next day be on the other set. See, that's the only
See, she gonna
answer.
choose
That's the
one,
only
right?
answer. I mean, I
Okay.
could do that. I'm the
how
first
you win.
person. There you go.
Okay. Well, Don, it was a great podcast. I really enjoyed you. I didn't know how I was gonna come up with the questions, or just we as I mean, obviously you knew Eric.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've been a great first time woman guest for us.
What?
Yeah. So
Thank you. I appreciate
yeah.
you guys for having me.
of
Congratulations
course.
again to you all as well.
thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it,
So yeah, so give it up for Dawn. And
guys.
this was Respected Opinion, man. Tune in, y'all follow, like, and subscribe, man. We would love to see y'all comments and see what y'all think about our show. And if you have any type of ideas that you think we should implement into our podcast, let us know.
Appreciate y'all.